Hello and welcome to Deer High Varsity Baseball. Today versus Cheverus. Leading off for Cheverus is number 8, Brad Cormier. And it's a ground ball. And that's a fair ball. Lead-off base hit. Right down the line. Now batting, number 11, Jackson.
Number 11, Jackson Header.
We'll keep our eye on Cormier at first. He's got a good-sized lead. And he takes off, and it's a foul ball straight back. 0-1. And he slides in safely. Coleman keeping an eye on him. Inside pitch, 1-1. There he goes, and it's a ground ball past the first baseman into right field. And on the hit, Cormier goes to third. So the first two batters here for Cheverus reach. It's now first and third.
The shortstop, number 26, Brian Connolly.
Now batting, number 26, Brian Connolly. We'll keep our eye on Header at first. And I think
he called it a strike.
Yeah, I think it might have been a strike. 0-1 count. Well, if it isn't, we'll correct it along the way. And the runner takes off, and the ball's across the plate. And the pitcher cuts it off to see if Cormier was going to try to head home. So now Header is at second. So second and third now, nobody out. 0-2 count on Connolly. And it may have been corrected to 1-1. And the pitch is outside. We're gonna go with 2-1 until we figure out if the umpire makes a different call. In the dirt, 3-1. Now I heard the umpire, it's 3-1. Wasn't too sure on the first call. And the pitch is high, he walks him. Bases loaded here for Cheverus. Now batting, the cleanup hitter, number 10, Sam Clark.
The pitcher, number 10, Sam Clark.
So the daring corners, first and third, are in on the grass. And that's a called strike. 0-1. Catches the outside corner of the plate. Coleman's really going to have to work to get out of this inning. Pitches like that will make it difficult for the batters to hit. Well, that pitch is too high. 1-1. And it's fouled back this way. 1 and 2. And just foul. That ball was hit when no one was going to get it, so it's a good thing it went foul. This one's out to right. It's caught by the right fielder. Here comes a throw. And the runner scores. So Cormier comes in to score, but Header and Connolly stay on first and seconds, 1 out. Now batting number 1, Richie Tremble.
The right fielder, number 1, Richie Tremble.
So that was a big out, only 1 run scored. It's called a ball, 1 and 0. So Header on second, Brian Connolly on first. And it's ground over to the dugout. 1 and 1.
One's a wild, Henry. 1.
And one's our wild. We did that last week, Don, with number 11 at the plate, but this time it's number 1. And the pitch is just high. 2 and 1. Nice easy ground to someplace would be good. And the throw to first. Not in time though. I guess that was too easy. That rolled too easy. Now the bases are loaded again. Headed to third, Brian Connolly to second, and Richie Tremble on at first. And now number 12, Kevin Connolly up. Long inning here for Cheverus. First baseman way in on the grass. Right over the plate for a called strike. Outside, 1 and 1. Oh, catches the inside corner of the plate for a called strike. 1 and 2.
May have been my second guess.
Outside, 2 and 2. And he strikes him out. That is a big strikeout right there for Coleman. 2 down now. Now batting number 6, Nick Giancotti.
Nick Giancotti.
All right, Coleman's 1 out from getting out of this inning. It's outside, 1-0. And that's a called strike. 1-1. And that's popped up back into the stands. 1-2. Coleman is one pitch away from getting out of this inning, and the ball is thrown away. Thankfully, there was time out on the field. And Coleman strikes him out. So he strikes out the last two batters to get this inning over. Cheverus only comes up with one run, and twice they had the bases loaded. So in the middle of the first inning, it's Cheverus 1, Deering 0. All right, here we go. Bottom of the first. Leading off for Deering, number 28, Quest Newhall. And the first pitch is a called strike, 0-1. And that's outside, 1-1. That's down low, 2-1. Outside, 3-1. And that's popped back this way, full count. And he walks him. Leadoff hitter for Deering on base. Now batting, number 1, Drew Hamilton.
The second baseman, number 1, Drew Hamilton.
Newhall in, back safely. Halfway decent lead. Right across the plate for a called strike, 0-1. And it's a bunt, but it's back up into the stands over the net. 0-2. And he strikes him out. One down. Now batting, number 42, Ethan Berkowitz.
The first baseman, number 42, Ethan Berkowitz.
And this ball's popped up to the infield. First baseman underneath it. And he makes the catch for the second out. Now batting, the cleanup hitter, number 33, Dempsey Brady. That's right across the plate for a called strike, 0-1. And he swings through that one, 0-2. Newhall takes off, and it's a line shot into center field. And the center fielder was playing that perfectly, so Newhall had to stay at second, but Brady gets a base hit. Now Deering with something going here. Newhall at second, Brady at first. Now batting number 29, Lucas Harbaugh. So Deering with a chance here to tie this ball game up. And it's a swing and strike, 0-1. That's a called strike, 0-2.
This kid's got the best arm of any pitcher we've seen this year. He really brings it.
Oh, outside. And with the umpire standing behind the pitcher and not the catcher. That's inside, 2-2. And one thing about Sam Clark out there, not only is the speed of his pitches, but how quickly, when he gets that ball back, he's back on the mound and he's throwing a pitch. And that ball's fouled off. And now we're waiting on baseballs that have been fouled off, and this is about the only thing that slowed Sam Clark down, is waiting for baseballs. And that's a little pop-up, catches underneath it, and he makes the third out. So after one complete inning, it's Cheverus 1, Deering 0.
There were no runs, one hit.
All right, top of the second inning, leading off for Cheverus, number 23, Matt Connor. And that's a called strike, 0-1. That one's a little outside, 1-1. Ooh, looked a little high and inside, but the umpire calls it a strike, 1-2. And foul tip held on by the catcher for the third strike. One down. Now batting number 21, Peyton Mitchell.
Peyton Mitchell.
Outside, 1-0. And it's a ground ball. Picked up by the shortstop. There's a throw, and the ball gets away. And the run is heading down to second, and he gets there safely. So Mitchell down to second. Back to the top of the order, number 8, Brad Cormier.
The second baseman, number 8, Brad Cormier.
Oh, Cormier has the duck out of the way of that one. Ball 1. And this is foul back this way. Oh, what a beautiful pitch. 1-2. Dropped right over the plate.
Major league break on that one.
Had Cormier kind of stepping out, but the pitch went over the plate. No, he tried the same pitch, but that was too high. 2-2. Throw back. Or fake back. And that's fouled. And he hits him. No. No. Yes. He did lean into that one. That's a correct call by the umpire. That's what it looked like to me up here. 2-2 count.
Or did he hit his bat? Or
Oh, we're going to have a discussion. The umpire is going to talk with the coach. But that was my first thought, that it was... I mean, it's a 2-2 count. That would have been I think a strike anyway, but he did look like he leaned into it over the plate. All right, well, that was a short discussion. Oh, 3-2.
is it a ball?
And the umpire rings him up. 2 down. Now batting, number 11, Jackson Header.
The center fielder, number 11, Jackson Heather.
Well, and you know that the batter didn't argue that at all either, so, you know, you kind of had to figure. And that ball's fouled back. Boy, I'll tell you, there's been a young man chasing baseballs to the right of me, and then other people having a lot of foul balls tonight into the stands. And the pitcher wants another baseball. And I have to say, probably some of these baseballs getting hit in the stands and then put back into play can be dinged up a little bit. Catcher working on some equipment. 0-1 count. Play finally back on. And the pitch is down low, 1-1. And a ground ball. Second baseman, nice stop. Here's a throw. Safe. So Ader on at first. And Mitchell down to third. Now batting, number 26, Brian Connolly.
The shortstop, number 26, Brian Connolly.
And we'll keep our eye on Header at first. He's got a good-sized lead. And he's going on the first pitch, but it's popped up. Left fielder underneath it, and he makes a catch for the third out. So the middle of the second inning, it's Cheverus 1, Deering 0.
In the
Here we go, bottom of the second, leading off of Deering, number 7, Matt Keast. And the first pitch is a called strike over the plate. And he swings through that pitch, 0-2. And this one's popped back this way. Oh, he rings him up. Looked like Keast was trying to get out of the way of that pitch, but it must have caught the inside corner of the plate. First strikeout.
the third baseman, number 15, Avery Lawrence.
Now batting, number 15, Avery Lawrence. Pitch is high, 1-0. And he swings through that one, 1-1. That one's across the plate, 1-2. And he drops the hammer. Strike 3. 2 down.
The pitcher, number 13, Connor Coleman.
That's across the plate, 0-1. And he swings through that one, 0-2. Outside, 1-2. And it's a little topper. Nice play by the pitcher. And he throws him out. So after 2 complete innings, it's Cheverus 1, Deering 0.
After 2 innings.
So here we go, top of the 3rd inning, leading off for Cheverus, number 10, the pitcher, Sam Clark. And that one's popped up. Let's see who wants it. The pitcher makes the call and pitcher makes the catch. Normally an infielder will make the catch, but you know, the pitcher said, I'll take it this time. One down.
The right fielder, number 1, Richie Tremble.
Pitch is low and outside, 1-0.
Oh, gotta have a strike here, Henry.
And that one's popped up, but it's going to make the stands. And people are ducking out of the way. Whoa!
And one's a wire.
Wow. One player, number 1 at the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike, and 1 out. And that one's popped up. And the third baseman's underneath it. He makes the catch for the 2nd out of the inning. Well, they don't get any easier than that.
The catcher, number 12, Kevin Connolly.
Pitch is high, ball 1. And the coach is moving the right fielder a little bit closer to center. And that's called strike, 1-1. And it's a long fly ball. And it's up against the wall. Down to second he goes for a double. That was a hard hit ball. So Kevin Connolly down to second with 2 outs. It gets a double.
Left fielder,
Now batting number 6, Nick Giancotti. And we have timeout. Well, Kevin Connolly takes off a piece of equipment. Pitch is high, ball 1. And, oh, it's past the dive of the second baseman. And on the hit, Kevin Connolly comes in to score the 2nd run for Cheverus. Giancotti with a hard hit base hit. Now batting number 23, Matt Connor. Well, that play was unfortunate. The second baseman for Deering was going over to kind of keep the batter, Connolly, close to the bag, and he just couldn't get back to his regular position on that ground ball. Because that's about where he was standing where the ball was hit. Coleman trying to keep the runner, and the runner takes off. Coleman was taking his time to kind of see what was going to happen, but the runner was going. Giancardi now down to second. And that pitch was a ball, so it's 1-0 to Connor. That pitch is outside, 2-0. Pitch is up high, 3-0. That one's across the plate, 3-1.
He's taken again.
And the pitch is outside, he walks him. So now Cheverus with 2 outs here has scored a run, and they got Giancardi at second, Matt Connor now on first, and now batting number 21, Peyton Mitchell. And we got a visit to the mound, and we'll take a timeout. All right, the meeting is over. So now we'll see what Mitchell does. And it's a ground ball. Perfect play for the third baseman. Ball was hit to him as he's running to the bag to tag for the third out. So in the middle of the third inning, it's now Cheverus 2, Deering 0. All right, bottom of the third, leading off is number 38, Jackson Forrest. And here's the first pitch, and it's over the plate for a called strike, 0-1. And he swings through that one, 0-2. And that's right across the plate for a called third strike. 1 down. Now back to the top of the order, number 28, Quest Newhall.
The center fielder, number 28, Quest Newhall.
And that's fouled back into the stands. 0-1. Up high, 1-1. Foul back into the net. 1-2. And it's a little topper. 1 hopper to the third baseman, and he throws him out in plenty of time. 2 down. Now batting number 1, Drew Hamilton.
The second baseman, number 1, Drew Hamilton.
Outside, ball 1. Swings through that one, 1-1. That's a called strike. 1-2. And he strikes him out. So Daring goes down in order.
3 up and 3
So
down,
after the
Brad's third.
3 complete
After 3
innings,
innings complete.
it's Cheverus
Cheverus
2,
2,
Daring
nothing.
0. Here we go, top of the 4th inning. Now leading off for Cheverus, number 8, Brad Comier. And the pitch is outside, 1-0.
Second baseman, number 8, Brad Cormier.
And that's down low, 2-0. Called strike, 2-1. Nice pitch. And that one's popped up. It's going to make the stands. 2-2 count now. And he called him out. He leaned into the pitch. This is the second batter for Cheverus. Leaned into the pitch. And the ball hit him.
Call it a strikeout.
The center fielder, number 11, Jackson Heather.
So there's a discussion, but from up here you could definitely see the lean in. Now batting number 11, Jackson Heather. And there's still a discussion going on, but pitch is outside, ball 1. Swings through that one, 1-1.
One's a wild.
And that drops over, 1-2. And it's a ground ball, foul. So I don't think I've ever seen anyone, an umpire call anyone for deliberately trying to get hit by the pitch, and now I've seen it twice in one game. And we're only halfway through this one. And that's fouled back into the stands. That's fouled back into the net.
What I think is happened is he's saying he's hit by a pitch that is in the strike zone.
And he strikes him out for the second out of the inning. Now batting number 26, Brian Connolly.
The shortstop, number 26, Brian Connolly.
And that drops over for a called strike, 0-1. Just down low, 1-1. Pitch is high, and Connolly ducks out of the way. 2-1. And that ball's fouled. Two and two count. And he strikes him out. Coleman gets a 1-2-3 inning here in the top of the fourth. So the middle of the fourth inning is Cheverus 2, Deering 0.
After 3 1/2 innings.
Here we go, bottom of the fourth, leading off for Deering, number 42, Ethan Berkowitz. And the first pitch is a called strike. Outside, 1-1. That's a called strike, 1-2. And he strikes him. Oh, he took a lot off of that pitch and totally fooled him for a strikeout.
The catcher, number 33, Dempsey Brady.
I mean, Clark has been firing that pitch over, and that was a nasty pitch. Outside, 1-0. Two and 0. That one's across the plate, 2-1. Up high, 3-1. And I believe Brady is the only Deering batter so far with a hit. Ooh. Oh, Brady's going down to first. He doesn't realize it was a called strike. So it's a full count now.
Let me tell you, that little shenanigans, he is not going to get the benefit of the doubt here. This is anywhere near close, he's hooked.
And he walks him. So he walked him on that pitch, not the last pitch though. So far, we've had Brady thinking that he got walked, and he didn't. And earlier in the game, Clark thought he got a called third strike, and he didn't. So we're kind of evened up there. Now batting number 29, Lucas Harbaugh. And that's ball one. And it's a hard hit ball. Base hit. Drops in front of the center fielder. Here's the throw in. Whew. And Brady had to hustle down there. The center fielder was playing in close. And he almost got thrown out at second.
The shortstop, number 7.
All right.
Matt Keith.
Now batting number 7, Matt Keith. So with one out, Daring now with runners on first and second, and we're going to have a pinch runner, number 6, Ethan Corson.
Your attention, running for hardball at first base, number 6, Ethan Corson.
All right, we'll see what Keys can do here. And it's a hard hit ball right at the right fielder. He throws to second and he gets him. Brady strayed too far from the bag. And the right fielder noticed it after the catch and threw him out. So after 4 complete innings at Cheverus 2, Daring 0.
Leading off the Cheverus 5th, the pitcher, number 10, Sam Clark.
Fouled straight back, 0-1. And you can see Clark kind of want that pitch back. And he swings that low and outside pitch. Nice pitch by Coleman. He fooled him a little bit, 0-2. And it's a foul ball. In the dirt, nice stop by the catcher, 1-2. And a check swing foul. And another nice stop by the catcher, outside pitch, 2-2. And it's a fair ball down the line. Clock rounds first, heading for second, and he's got a stand-up double, lead-off double for Cheverus here in the top of the 5th.
The right fielder, number 1, Richie Trumbull.
Outside, ball 1. And that's a long fly ball out to left. Left fielder drifts back and the ball drops in. Here comes Clark, rounds the bag, and he's heading home. And on the throw, the runner gets down to third. So that hard hit ball over the head of the left fielder by Trumbull knocks in Clark. And now Trumbull's down to third. So that was the 3rd run for Cheverus.
The catcher, number 12, Kevin Connolly.
And that's fouled back into the stands, 0-1. Well, it looks like it took to the 5th inning for Cheverus to really start hitting the ball a ton. A couple of hard hit balls already. Swing through that one, 0-2. And that's a hard hit ball to center. Center fielder underneath it makes a catch. The runner Trumbull tags up and he makes it in easy for the 4th run of this ball game for Cheverus. 1 down.
The left fielder, number 6, Nick Giancotti.
Pitch is high, 1-0. And it's a called strike across the plate, 1-1. And that's popped up. Let's see. I think it's going to make it just foul. Yes. 1-2 count. And that one's popped up about the same spot. Foul. And he strikes him out for the 2nd out of the inning.
The third baseman, number 23, Matt Connor.
Low and outside, 1-0. Fouled back, 1-1. Outside, 2-1. And he swings at an outside pitch, evens up the count, 2-2. And it's a hard hit ball to center. Ball drops in. And Connor's on first with 2 down.
The designated hitter, number 21, Peyton Mitchell.
And we'll keep our eye on Connor at first. And he takes off. Here's the pitch. It's called strike. There's the throw. He's in safely. So Cheverus trying to set themselves up for another run. Connor now on second base. And that ball's popped up back this way. Oh, and 2 count now. 2 down here in the top of the 5th. Cheverus with 2 more runs on the board. It's 4-0. Pitch is high, 1-2. Oh, foul tip. Nice try by the catcher, but inside, 2-2. And it's back this way. Fouled into the net. And the runner takes off for third, but it's another foul ball. It's a long at bat for Mitchell. Man, the pitch is just high, full count. And the ball gets away. And there goes the runner down the third. And the throw, and the ball gets away. But the runner doesn't go any further. Boy, that is unfortunate on the throw back. So now Connor's down to third. And it's a little topper. One hopper to the third baseman. He throws over, and he gets him by a step. That was a big out right there. So the middle of the 5th inning. It's now Cheverus 4, Deering 0.
In the Cheverus 5th.
Here we go. Bottom of the 5th inning. Leading off for Deering, number 15, Avery Lawrence. And he swings through that one, 0-1. And he swings through that one, 0-2. And he swings through that one, 3 straight strikes, he's out. Now batting, number 13, Connor Coleman. And it's a ground ball, base hit down the line. Coleman on it first, heading for second. And he's in standing up. So with 1 out, Connor Coleman gets a double. Now batting, number 38, Jackson Forrest. And the pitch gets away. And there goes Coleman down to third. So with 1 out, Daring now with a runner on third base. And he swings through that one, 1-1. So here in the 5th inning, Daring finally gets a runner down to third. And that's fouled back into the net, 1-2. Inside, the pitch gets away, but not far enough. 2-2. And it looks like Sam Clark is having just a slight bit of a struggle here in the bottom of the 5th. Not by much, but it's not been as perfect. Except on that pitch. He strikes him out. 2 down. Now back to the top of the order.
The center fielder, number 28, Quest Newhall.
And half-hearted swing, but it's a strike, 0-1. And he drops that one over, 0-2. And that's fouled back into the net. One and 2 count. I think Clark wanted that pitch, but it was just slightly too low. And it's a little ground ball to first, and the first baseman takes it himself. So Clark battles back here. So after 5 complete innings, it's Cheverus 4, Daring 0. All right, we're going to the top of the 6th inning, and Daring has a new pitcher, number 15, Avery Lawrence.
Leading off the Cheverus 6th, the second baseman, number 8, Brad Cormier.
And he hits him. And Cormier had that look about him, like looked at the umpire like, you going to send me down to first or not? But that was a definite hit by pitch.
Number 11, Jackson Header.
Now number 11, Jackson Header. And we'll keep our eye out on Cormier. And the pitch is outside, 1-0. And there he goes. And here's the throw down, and he is safe. So it's a 2-0 count, and now Cormier's down to second. And that's called a strike. Two and one. And a foul tip back evens up the count, 2-2. Outside, full count. Oh, and he rings them up on an inside pitch. And Lawrence threw a couple of pitches that looked a little inside, but they caught the inside corner of the plate.
Number 26, Brian Connolly.
So one down. Connelly at the plate. Pitch is high, 1-0. Pitch is high, 2-0. And it's a little pop-up. Second baseman makes the catch for the second out.
The pitcher, number 10, Sam Clark.
Pitch is high, 1-0. Pitch is high, 2-0. And this ball is popped up. And center fielder doesn't get to the ball, and Clark heads into second, and he slides in safely. And on the play, Cormier comes in to score. It's now 5-0, Cheverus.
The right fielder, number 1, Richie Tremble.
Pitch is outside, 1-0. And that ball's fouled into the stands. 1-1. Pitch is high, 2-1. And he swings through that one, 2-2. Long foul ball. Almost makes it out of the stadium. 2-2. And he strikes him out. Beautiful pitch. So, middle of the 6th inning, it is now Cheverus 5, Deering 0.
Run, 1 hit. Leading off the home half of the 6th for the Rams, the second baseman, number 1, Drew Hamilton.
Low and outside, 1-0. Called strike across the plate, 1-1. And Clark is still firing the ball in. 1-2 here in the bottom of the 6th. And catches some of that. 1-2, foul ball. And I believe that's the first time tonight Clark has stepped off the mound. That's outside, 2-2. And that's right across the plate for a called third strike. 1 down.
The first baseman, number 42, Ethan Berkowitz.
Outside, ball 1. And a foul tip held on by the catcher, 1-1. And he swings through that one, 1-2.
Very impressive individual, this Mr. Clark. A pitcher and a batter.
And he swings through that one. He strikes him out.
The catcher, number 33, Dempsey Brady.
Well, definitely Clark, the pitcher, doesn't look like he's slowed down at all through 6 innings. Pitch is high, 1-0. Outside, 2-0. Up high, 3-0. He's actually had, out of all the daring batters this game, he's had the most trouble with this batter.
He's the only left-handed batter in it.
And that's a strike, 3-1. And the ball is popped up foul into the stands. And as Don pointed out, he's the only left-handed batter in the lineup. So that might be Clark's kryptonite, if I can use a Superman metaphor. But he strikes him out this time. 3 straight strikeouts to end the 6th inning. So after 6 complete innings, it's Cheverus 5, Deering 0.
Leading off the Cheverus 7, the catcher, number 12, Kevin Connolly.
Top of the 7th inning. Pitch is high, ball 1.
Somebody down to warm up.
And the pitch is in the dirt, 2-0. And it's 3-0. And it looks like Cheverus has a pitcher warming up down in the bullpen. And he walks him on 4 straight pitches here in the top of the 7th.
The left fielder, number 6, Nick Giancotti.
And it looks like we're going to have a pinch hitter, a pinch runner for Cheverus. Number 15 is the last name is Watson, but I can't quite read the first name on the score sheet here. I think it begins with a letter B. Sorry. Brendan. Don says the name is Brendan. Brendan Watson. Halfway decent lead down there by Watson. And the pitch gets away, but it's a called strike. So Watson now down to second.
Your attention, running for Connolly is number 15, Brendan Watson.
So 0-1 count. Watson at second. Nobody out here in the top of the 7th. And that ball is popped up. And it drops in foul. It's now an 0-2 count.
Pitcher should take that. It's not the major leagues. Like somebody with an angle.
Yeah, it's that was a tough play for the catcher, trying to turn around to get a good angle at that. The pitcher was coming straight on. Maybe should have called the catcher off. And pitch is high, 1-2. And it's a ground ball. Shortstop scoops it up, throws it over, throws it high. The ball gets away. And Watson comes in to score. The 6th run for Cheverus.
I'm going to do a hit and an error.
The third baseman, number 23, Matt Connor.
So Gene Connie down to second. And the pitch is behind the batter, 1-0. And that's a hard hit ball. Drops in front of the left fielder. And the runner comes down to third, holds up there. So now with nobody out, Cheverus with runners on first and third.
Pinch hitter here.
And we're going to have a visit to the mound. And we're going to take a timeout. And we have a pinch hitter here for Cheverus.
Your attention, batting for Mitchell, number 9, Shane Tangway.
And he swings through that one. 0-1. That's across the plate. 0-2. Inside, 1-2. Inside, 2-2.
Another pinch hitter on deck, 17.
And hard hit ball, but just foul.
Chris Murphy.
And that's another hard hit ball, but foul. And the runner takes off, and that's fouled. And the runner takes the bag with no throw. So now runners at second and third. Full count. Nobody out here. Top of the 7th inning. Cheverus with another run in. And that's foul. Lawrence has thrown a lot of pitches so far this inning, and nobody's out. And that ball is a long fly ball. Foul.
I lost the ball, but I thought the left fielder was tracking it.
Well, all I know is I think at this point Deering has probably gone through a few extra baseballs than they normally would in a high school game. And that one's fouled back. Yeah, I mean, they're tracking down at least 3 right now, and the umpire is asking for even more baseballs from the Deering bench. And he walks them, bases loaded.
Your attention, batting in place of Cormier. Number 17, Chris Murphy.
And we're going to have a visit to the mound, and we'll take a timeout. All right, well, that was interesting. They looked like they were going to replace Lawrence, and he left the mound, but after a few minutes, they decided to let him stay in.
Chris Murphy.
And it's a foul ball straight back. Now pinch hitting is number 17, Chris Murphy. Oh, and 1 count. And he swings through that one, 0 and 2. And he strikes him out. That is a big strikeout right there. 1 down, bases loaded here in the top of the 7th.
The center fielder, number 11, Jackson Heather.
And that's popped up. Let's see who gets this one. Umpire calls infield fly rule, and the batter is out. But I think it was foul. So with a little discussion, the first base umpire, who has the line, calls it a foul ball. So he is not out. And foul tip held on by the catcher, 0-2. Outside, 1-2. Outside, 2-2. Full count. No place to put him. And he walks him. And in comes another run for Cheverus.
The shortstop, number 26, Brian Connolly.
And it looks like we're going to have a pinch runner. Number 3. Is Cheverus Jones. Cheverus Jones. All right, so 1 out.
Pitch running at first base, number 3, Cheverus Jones.
Low and outside, ball 1. So it's now 7-0 here in the top of the 7th inning for Cheverus. Bases loaded, still 1 out. And he swings through that one, 1-1. And it's a hard hit ground ball off the shortstop. No play. Another run in.
The pitcher, number 10, Sam Clark.
So bases are still loaded. It's now 8-0, Cheverus. And that's a called strike, 0-1. Pitch is high, 1-1. And that's fouled off, 1-2. And that's a foul ball. And that's a foul ball. And he rings him up. Called third strike. 2 down.
The right fielder, number 1, Richie Tremble.
This is the 9th batter. And we have a timeout. And we may have a pitching change this time. So we'll see. And we'll be back. All right, well, here we go. There has been a pitching change. And now pitching is number 28, Quest Newhall. And at the plate is number 1, Richie Tremble. Bases are still loaded. 2 down, though. And the pitch is in the dirt. 1-0. In the dirt, 2-0. And a called strike. 2-1. In the dirt, nice stop by the catcher. 3-1 count. And he walks him. So another run in here for Cheverus. It's now 9-0. And we're back to
The catcher, number 12, Kevin Connolly.
so Connelly will come up for the second time this inning. In the dirt, ball 1. Across the plate, 1-1. In the dirt, 2-1. He swings through that one, 2-2. So Newhall 1 pitch away from getting out of this inning. And it's in the dirt. It gets away. Here comes the runner. And he's in safely. And the other 2 runners move up. It is now 10-0 Cheverus. And it's a full count on Kevin Connolly. And it's a hard hit ball to right. One run is in. Here comes another run. And Kevin Connolly knocks in 2 more runs on a hard hit single to right. It's now 12-0 Cheverus.
The left fielder, number 6, Nick Giancotti.
And that ball is fouled. 0-1. Down low, 1-1. And that's a hard hit ball to the outfield, and it drops in. The runner heads from first to third, and here's the throw. And on the throw, the runner comes all the way around from first. It's now 13-0. Kevin Connolly scores all the way from first. And on the throw, Giancotti goes down to second.
The third baseman, number 23, Matt Connor.
So Matt Connor's at the plate.
Is that the right score, 13?
Yes. And we're going to have a pinch hitter, number 2.
Nick.
And I think that's Nick Hutton.
Batting for Cheverus, number 2, Nick Hutton.
Nick Hutton, number 2. So I think Cheverus pretty much has almost had everybody up in this game at one time or another. And he swings through that one. 0-1. And he swings through that one. Foul tip held on by the catcher. Oh, that was a generous call for strike 3. But Darren will take it to end this inning. And what a tough inning it's been for Cheverus. They score 8 runs in the top of the 7th inning. So in the middle of the 7th inning, it's Cheverus 13, Deering 0.
Your attention please for Deering, batting for Harbaugh, number 8, Noah Cantor.
And here we go, bottom of the 7th inning for Deering. And the first pitch by Clark is a called strike, 0-1. And he's still firing the ball over here through 7 innings. Down low, 1-1. And 1-2 count.
Mr. Cantor is overmatched.
And it's a little, oh, and he gets him. You know, that ball kind of fooled me a little bit too. It sounded like it was a hard hit ball. The shortstop kind of took a step back thinking he was going to catch it on the fly, and then it dropped in front of him, but he gets him.
Number 7, Matt Keast.
But he still gets him at first. And Matt Keast at the plate. And the home plate umpire checks with the first baseman, and the check swing is called a strike. He went. And it's a little ground ball, scooped up by the second baseman, and he gets him. But boy, that was a lot closer than it really needed to be. 2 down, 2 quick outs here. Yes.
The batter is Avery Lawrence.
And he swings through that one. 0-1. One and one. Ooh, and that's a hard hit foul ball into the Daring dugout. I don't think anyone got hit by it, but it was in and amongst a few people over there. It's a 1-2 count now. Outside, 2-2. And he rings him up for a called third strike, and there's your ball game. So at the end of this ball game, it's Cheverus 13, Daring 0. Thank you very much for watching Daring High Varsity Baseball on WPPS TV 3 and TV 1302. We'll catch you next game.
3 hits and 5 errors.